I was spending time with my friend, and while I was there, the mother of the family that was babysitting this little girl, I think she happened to be around the age of 5 or 6 years old. The little girl seemed to be unruly. She was very fidgety, running around the house like she was a chicken with her head cut off. And it seemed like my friend had troubles my friend's wife had troubles trying to control this girl who she was babysitting. And as I was talking to the father that was there, not the father of the girl, no, the father who was the husband, they were just babysitting the little girl. The little girl isn't related to them at all, okay? Get the story straight. But while I was talking to him, I was noticing the little girl and just watching her behavior. And it seemed to be very unnormal. Excuse me, let me go ahead and put this wind visor up. And a little bit of wind noise. I'm outside in my patio here. Got like a little windshield where I can speak to you like clearer. So all the noise isn't going to get into the microphone. I love it outside. But here we go. So I begin to wonder what was wrong with this girl, and she was very agitative. She was very aggressive. And the lady that was there, she already had about 3 kids of her own. And the little girl was playing with them, but she was a little unnormal. And there were times where I can hear her constantly telling her to sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. What are you doing? Sit down. Gosh, she's bad. Sit down. And I can see the stress on that woman's face. Like, okay. I got done talking to the guy, so I end up walking outside where, really beautiful. A lot of wind, a lot of space. The kids followed me out there. And I looked inside and I asked the parents, I said, is it okay if they come outside? And like, sure, they can go outside. Okay, cool. I'm going to be here for like 5 minutes before you leave. Can you watch them for me? And I'm thinking, well, I got about 20 minutes before I leave anyway. Okay, I can wait for a little bit. So his wife, of course, being the babysitter of the other little girl, decided to go out there at the same time because, of course, she's responsible for the girl. Something happened, and yeah, she's going to be in trouble. And then while out there, the most interesting thing occurred even more. The scenario got a little deeper. The girl's really running around now. She really had a good time, and she didn't want to listen to nothing that I'm just going to say for right now, his wife was my friend. How about that? I'll put it like that. The woman friend of mine. And she would tell her, sit down, come here, don't run over there. And the girl did not listen. Listen, y'all listen to this message. The little girl wasn't listening. Now you would think, oh, because she's spoiled, she's 5, 6 years old. No, let's go further. No, I evaluate things. I don't judge things by face value. I think and I analyze it first and watch the behavior and I listen. So I'm looking at my female friend, and she's on the heavy side. I already told you in my other audios, a lot of Americans are just big. You're not what you used to be, just big, unhealthy. And so she couldn't really chase after this 5, 6-year-old girl. But this story goes on. No, CPS didn't need to get involved. No need, especially when I'm around. I protect people and children. You're good, okay? But it was rather uncomfortable and disturbing because the girl would always run out there in the middle of the parking lot. That dangerous. And I'm like, wow, what's this girl's problem? So she'd run out there, and I went to get her a couple of times. I'd run out there like Superman and grab the child, bring the child back. And it kept happening so often. And I don't think at first she was doing that because she knew I would go out there and get her, and she was doing that for attention. Kids do that because, oh, he's gonna get me. Let me run over here. Ha ha. No, she wasn't listening. No, she was truly not listening. And it got to the point where her little girl that she had, my female friend's little girl, had to go out there and grab the child and bring it back too. She just would not listen. You would think, oh my God, what a headache. This girl's a bad little girl. She may seem that way, and that's what was portrayed. And of course, when her daughter would go and grab her hand, she'd get off of me. She'd try to pull out, get off of me, stop touching me. And she'd run over there to the other end of their yard, completely ignoring. And so for a little while now, this isn't the first time. This is it's gone on for several times. Every time I visit over there, they would have troubles with the little girl, and I asked, why are you babysitting her? She said, well, she needs a little bit of money, so she's babysitting the girl for the money, but she can't handle this little girl. She's too big. The female friend of mine, sometimes the husband's not there, and I visit, and she's there exhausted. And I ask, are you okay? I'm just so tired. Can't do it. These children. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I comprehend. Then there was one day when I showed up, and her son pulled me down. He said, Morpheus, that girl bit my sister. Oh, wait a minute. What? Little Joe, what did she do? She bit my sister. We can't babysit her no more. Oh man, this girl's really wilding out, as you'd think. And her other little girl came out of the door, and she saw me. She lit up. Yeah, Morpheus. And she ran over there to me, and she pulled her palm up, and she showed me the little bitty bite mark. But by this point, it faded a little bit. And she said, no, we can't watch the little girl no more. She's bad. She's just real bad. She keeps running down the street. She don't listen. She's so bad. I'm like, oh, okay. There has to be something more to this, but okay. So when that day passed, and yeah, I visited again. This time, the scenario got a little deeper. Well, the mother was there too. Oh, yes. The mother didn't live too far from her, just down the street. And so she was actually at a walking distance. The mother is a single mother. Listen carefully. The mother is a single mother with no constant father around. The father is just a visiting dad, not really an all-time father, as the story goes. So she's raising this girl all by herself. This woman is about she's 39 to 40 years old. The baby is 5 to 6 years old. My dear Neos, are you listening carefully to me? Yep, y'all think, let me go forward. Slow down. Let y'all do your evaluations. Just know this, I can guarantee this is true. This is not a story. This is actual. That's why I'm not saying no names, because they may know who they are. But I preach the truth. And the day she finally decided to babysit the child again, I was wondering why. And again, I don't listen to, this is why women, not all of them, but there are some women in a large majority, they don't really know where the wind is blowing. They'll say what they're not going to do one day, they're going to do it again. They just have been proven to be so unstable. It's disappointing. I'm really very heartbroken and mentally exhausted with just a disappointment of knowing yours truly, Morpheus, okay, know that there is no need for me to even try to, you know how when you make a tent and you put your nail in the grass, there's no point in doing that, because you know the tent's gonna fly away. Women make it bad for themselves. They make it so bad where Men like myself would love or enjoy. I wouldn't have any problem whatsoever saying, hey, let's go hang out. Let's do this. If you're a high quality woman, if you're full of value, if you have integrity, virtue, kind, submissive, support, it's all the good things that we need. But what's so disappointing is knowing that she can change her mind anytime she wants to, depending on how she feels. She'll tell me one thing one day, but then by the end of the week, we have that same discussion. She'll act like, I don't remember. What are you talking about? I don't do that anymore. I don't want to do that. No, I've changed my mind. I decided to. It's like, no. Bringing that into a marriage, you got to be out of your damn mind. Because that means you're asking for trouble to be with somebody who don't know what they want to do tomorrow versus yesterday. You're living with somebody who's a ball of chaos. And I've had to experience that the hard way with some of my friends that I visit. But she was already married. So I'm thinking this is his trouble. What a dummy. This is why I'm glad I don't have, not interested in a ring. If she get a ring, she'll get a ring, but she won't get the marital vow. She's not going to walk down the aisle. You might as well forget about that altogether. If you get a ring, it's for a gift, not because there's some sort of ceremony behind it. No, because you don't know what she's going to do. So anyway, not going to get into that, but that is some serious red pill facts right there, because they prove it all the time. So I'm asking to see, I thought you wasn't going to watch her anymore. I just decided to do it today. I was like, oh, okay, I'll do it. Can't even stay committed to their own decisions. How are you going to marry somebody who can't stay committed to their own decisions, but you expect them to stay committed to you? My God, really? Some of you men need a bottle. Some of you, let me stop. I'm going to stop right here because y'all, man, I'm going to stop. But anyway, so when I get there, the girl's sitting there on the couch and they have little toys and stuff like that. They see me and they all jump off the couch. Oh, hey, Morpheus, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Here come the storm. They're running up to me, knocking me over and all that little crazy stuff. You know, like a child magnet or something. I don't know what the hell it is. They just, oh, yeah, Morpheus. But anyhow, the girl's all lit up and I'm like, oh, hey, you remember me? And then here come the woman walking around the corner. Her actual mother. Picking her up. Come on, let's go, so-and-so, let's go. She don't pick her up anymore, of course, so she's a single mom. No, she's just like, okay, this is my task. This is just what I do. Let's go. You know, follow me. And the girl, of course, reluctantly walk out the door and she runs. Boom. She ran out the door. And I see her doing, I know where she's going. Straight out in the middle of the parking lot. Yes, listen more. Yes, Neo. You're damn straight. Going straight to the parking lot. Not look. She's a 5 to 6 year old girl. She don't know what she's doing. I do. I rush past. Boom. Fast. Here I go. Here comes Superman to save the day. Not because I'm a white knight, but because I protect people. I love children and I'm not going to let anything hurt her. That's what I said. Everything was good. I got it. I'm the protector, provider, the man in the middle. I'll get it done. So I get there. Boom. Run out there. Grab her right in the back of the car, but before she can get out to the parking lot. You see the rear end of the car first for you to get out there. So boom, still in the grass. Pick her up and grab her. And she's like, no, put me down. No. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put you down, but I'm gonna put you down where your mom is. And the mom just sitting there staring at me. Like, thank you so much. Like, she does this all the time. So she grabs her arm. Come on, let's go. Next, she pulls away from the mom. No, leave me alone. No. Kick the mom in the leg. Listen. Kick the mom in the leg. I'm like, what? What am I watching? She finally breaks free. The mom's not that healthy. I told you, 39, 40 years old, because y'all love not doing anything. My mail is not hatred. My mail is facts. Hot off the press. Sent it right to you. Same day mail. Y'all don't want to do anything. So now you have these children who you can't even keep up with. You can't even get out there and Yes, she's 5 years old and full of energy. And we're going to go deeper, but at this particular point, she is a rocket ship. And you decide to have this child either by oops situation, or you think you were smart and cute at the same time and tried to lock some guy down who didn't want to be locked down. Now you stuck with something that you're incompatible with. Oh man, Morpheus, please be quiet. Woo, woo, whoa, buddy. So now she's standing there just like my female friend. I don't know what to do. Oh my God, this is too much for me. And I can see the stress on her face. Yeah, she's 39, 40. But those extra wrinkles wasn't just for age. This little girl is running her ragged. But yeah, she decided to go out there and allow this entry into her body to bear this child who she's not compatible for. How are you going to have a child you're not compatible for? I'm still on that beat for a second. That just makes my stomach sick. I want to roast on that so bad, but I got to give you this message in a short amount of time before I blow my top. These women make some very good decisions, very logical decisions. She needs somebody who's young. She's going to be 5, 6 years old. You better be damn near 19, 18, 20 years old running around these kids where you can actually chase this child down before you find yourself in some CPS situation or on the news somewhere because you. Let's continue. This time she run again on the other side of the grass. She's not listening to the mom. She don't listen to her. And there's a really big grass field that I know the mother wasn't going to try to run over to. Now I know you're thinking this have nothing to do with you more. Why would you have to let everything happen? No, I'm not going to sit there and let catastrophe unfold before my face. If I can fix the situation, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to mind my own business. I'm not going to play the white knight soldier either, but I'm not going to sit there and act like I don't know how to be a man either. I don't have to be married to her. The child don't have to be mine, but you better be damn sure I'm not going to sit there and let somebody get hurt in my presence. You better forget it. Don't need to call the officer. I'm standing right there on duty. So I run over there again. Superman, whoosh, grab the child. This time I'm like, oh, you are out of control. I'm trying to figure out what is going on. So make a long story short. This time she don't want to get down. She's like, I'm getting ready to put her down and give her to her mom. No, I don't want to get down. No. I'm trying to put her down. She's screaming now. Now she don't want me to put her down. She wanted me to the first time. Now she's grabbing like, no, don't put me down. No. Here she go acting out. I'm like, okay, let me just, I can bear this just for right now. The mom's just watching. And she's just walking forward a little bit like, come on, let's go to the house. She's around the corner anyway, so I don't find a problem walking over there. This is research time now. So I'm walking. I got this girl on my arm. And the mom's just in there. Oh my God, this is just too much. And I'm thinking, let me do more research. I got my notepad. I learned a lot with situations like this by being right in the middle of it, not getting in some type of trouble, not putting my head too far into somebody's business. No. This is rock with it for a moment. Let me see what's going on here. So, yeah. We get to get near her door. She invite me in. Like, hey, you want some water? I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for helping me with my daughter. And I'm looking at the house and I'm evaluating everything. And I see that, girl toys, toys here and there, normal stuff, television, little bitty boxes everywhere. It wasn't as bad as you may think it is. It was okay. She kept a pretty decent home in the house. And little girl's like, come on in. I'm like, no, I can't. I gotta go. No. I'm just here just for now. Just introduce myself and start talking. Hey, how you doing? What are you doing? Whatever. You're good with kids. Why don't you have kids of your own? This sort of scenario. I'm just like, no. And then after looking at her situation, even more so, I was like, nah, I don't think so. No. So you can do me like what you did to your guy, wherever he is. No way. No. And then you have my child, not her, but some other girl like her, And no, you're not compatible for yourself. How are you going to be compatible for another child? You can't be compatible for yourself having a child at such a late age of your life and not being compatible for your child. So that shows you that you're not compatible for the child versus the child being unruly and uncontrollable because you have no control over your decisions and your body. Yeah, I think like that. So anyway, make a long story short on that end. Okay. So I noticed the girl run over there to the kitchen and the mother turns around and looks at her and stops. That's it. And I don't want to distract her further. She needs to pay attention to this little girl so she don't get into nothing. And I don't want to be the excuse for being this handsome man, handsome, tall, muscular, good-looking man standing in her doorstep of this single mother who just got through seeing this good, handsome, muscular man handle her own daughter and her own problems and situation. In her back of her mind, she's probably screaming, "This could be my lucky day. Thank you, Jesus. You brought me a man, finally." But I'm thinking, no, let me back out of this door before she thinks I'm her choice. Like, no. So, no. So of course, I leave. And okay, well, maybe I'll check you out later on. How you doing? Let me know how things go. We exchange numbers just to be on the safe side, so I can keep tabs on everything. Because I know I'm gonna see my female friend again, who's gonna see her and who's gonna babysit the daughter, and we're at round one all over again, right? So I need to know what's going on. So I leave, and of course, as you know, life goes on with my audios and you, and doing my normal function. So the story goes on again. And I go over there and same thing. But this time she drops off the daughter and she had a backpack and gave it to her kids, my female friend's kids. And it was like, yeah, she was over here again. What was she? Yeah, she was. Where was she at? Oh, she was in the room asleep, something like that. And I said, wait, she asleep? She tired? No, she just now fell asleep, which is what the little girl said. And the girl showed me the backpack. She opened up the backpack, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, she opened up the backpack. And even the girl, see, y'all think kids are stupid. Kids aren't damn stupid. They know how to point something out, but they also know something's wrong with the situation. The girl said, look, and she opened up the bag. She said, all the mom do is give this girl cookies and junk food. She got a bag full of candy. I'm like, wait, she did what? And I'm looking at the bag, candy, like gummy worms and lollipops, junk, sugar, like ranch. I'm like, this is not food. And I'm putting two together. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put my 2 cents in it. Like, wait. Now, wait. No. Wait a minute. The doctor is clicking in me now. Now the doctor's rising up in me. So, wait a minute. Wait a minute here. And I said, did she eat anything else all day? No, she don't eat anything, but her mom gave her some McDonald's earlier. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Now, see, y'all always think, no, when I talk about McDonald's, it's not about McDonald's that I talk about. No, it's just fast food. I got to keep saying that. So you don't get mad and McDonald's get upset. He's talking about it. He's trying to say our food is unhealthy. No. It can be anything. I can say White Castle. I can say Haagen-Dazs. I can say it's Mr. Dan's. I can say what's that? Hardee's. I can say any Jack in the Box. I can say all kind of fast food places. It's not about them. It's just fast food, not cooking at home. You got me? Getting over the stove, but she's not gonna do it. She's a single mom. She don't have time to. She has to work more than 8 hours a day to provide for herself and her child. Yes. You don't sit up there and cook like that for her baby. No, she's going to be like, what's the fastest, easiest, quickest thing to do? How can I get this girl to shut up and make her happy? Let me give her some candy. But no, it gets worse. I'm like, okay, this is starting to come together. So the mother stops by to pick her up again. And I'm thinking, hey, okay, I got a few more minutes. Maybe I'll stay this a little bit longer to see what's really going on. What's the deal here? What's the deal? What's going on? And so she's getting walking out the door again, little girl. She's like, come on, you have a few minutes. Let's go hang out a little bit. I'm reluctant. I'm setting things up like, sure, let me go ahead and walk with you. Let me hold her hand, make sure she don't run out. She was already, after she woke up, she was already ready to go anyway. She ain't gonna wake up yawning and all slow. You know how babies or kids or anybody wake up, they groggy. They're trying to figure out what's going on. No, when she wakes up, she's waking up to cause havoc. You want her to sleep, because when she wake up, you can see it in her eyes. You know she's getting ready to do something. She's like Carol Ann. No, she's like Poltergeist, Exorcist or something. When she wake up, her hair may be matted for a couple of seconds, but you know she getting ready to do something, because there's no father, there's no testosterone, there's no man, there's no logic there. There's all emotion and estrogen. There's no testosterone, there's no masculinity, there's no rule there. It's everything goes comfort, because that's what women do. I want to comfort you, make you feel good. Comfort you, make you feel good. I want to comfort you, make you feel good type of motherly energy. Not I'm going to restrict you and tell you to stop. That's why she don't want to listen anyway, because they can't do it. But when a man say stop, they're going to stop eventually. But no. So we start walking across the street. I'm asking her how her day is going. Okay, and how things are working out. And she's holding the child right now. Right now, the child is starting to wake up. And she's looking around, and I see that she's getting ready to get geared up to probably jump out of her hand again and start running. So I'm already ready. When she get ready to start running, I'll be right there. Again, swoop in front of her to prevent her from hurting herself, because I know she'd do it. So we get to the house, and she opened up the door and put the girl down, closed the door. Should have locked it. She didn't, anyhow. And again, she said, you want something to drink? I'm like, no, I'm just going to be here for a few minutes before I leave. And I sit down. And the girl said, I want to go outside and play. I'm like, wait, no. I said, no, you should wait. Your mother don't want you to go outside. You should go ahead and be in here for a while. You just woke up. No, it's too dangerous out there. Nobody's watching you. No, stay in here. That sort of scenario. I'm not the father. Who the hell am I? But I'm not going to let her run out of the house either and hurt herself. Not on my dime. No. And the mother's just like, yeah. It's just like, because she's tired. She's tired. She's like, okay, you better listen to Morpheus. I'm too tired chasing you, little girl. I can't do this. I just came back from work. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm a one person in this house trying to provide for you and myself. Can't do it. So she said, oh, she went to the kitchen. Girl started waking up. She went to the kitchen. Little girl did. And I'm watching her. She walked in the kitchen with a little bitty self. She opened up this jar, and she put out a bag of cookies. Here we go. A bag of cookies. I think it was Oreos or something like that. Little silver wrapper, and start chewing on it. And I'm thinking, shouldn't she not be eating that? She should be eating some food or something. And the mother pointed to the pot that was on the stove. She had some food that was there waiting ready for her. But the little girl was practically, she got liberties to eat whatever she wanted to eat. And the mom just like, I don't care as long as she's quiet. But I'm sitting there like, get that poison out of her mouth. But who was out to just go snatch it out of her hand? Say, no. Get something else. Or let's get some water or some juice. No. I don't want to overstep my boundary. Here I am, just the stranger. No, I don't do that type of thing. I give advice and request and questions, but no. So she go back to the door. Listen, she goes back to the door. Y'all think I'm playing. Sometimes kids are smarter than you. Y'all don't get it. Kids ain't. She said she wanted to go outside and play. She wanted to wait till the perfect time because she has liberty. Mom can't raise. Let me stop. Let me be her father. And I'm sitting there. You think she's going to just walk past me and walk outside? And I told her to keep her butt inside the house. If 5, 6 years old or 7, she's going to turn around and look at me in my face. I'm going to give her that look and tilt my face and say, I wish you would. I wish you would. I told you, you can't go outside. Go ahead and open up that door. Go ahead. Go ahead. But no, she know I'm not her father. I'm just a person. I'm just a man in the house. Mom's in the kitchen. There's never been a man around to tell her not to do nothing. And she can go in the kitchen, grab her own food. This girl's 5, 6 years old. What the hell? But yeah, the mom's like, I don't care. My life is chaotic anyway. It's just apparently a oops situation. Apparently she just had the child. Okay. And it wasn't a thought. It wasn't even an afterthought. I was like, well, you know, he just didn't protect himself. And here I am, 39 to 40 years old with the child. So she turns the door and yes, she drops the cookies on the wooden floor. You know, the hell with them. Gives me this sassy look. Okay, yes, it's about 6 years old. And she said, bye-bye. Pew! Open up the door. And she did it in such a way where she was cocky too. She stood, because it has like a lift on the door, like you know how you step out the door and it has like a concrete slab to step on, like some steps. She took her sweet time and she walked out there and darted, boom, pew, out there, gone. And here I am. I got to get up, open up the door. The mom just turned around real slow, like it was slow motion, because she was like, I'm used to this. You know, this is what she does. She don't listen to me. I'm tired. So I get up and just, whoop, okay, go back out there, grab her, swoop her up. Now she's screaming, kicking, and, hey, what away, put me down. Right? And I bring her in the house, and the mom's like, oh, thank you. And so I just thank you. I'm locking the door this time, like, and she's shaking her head, because this is something I didn't figure out till last minute. But, and so everything calmed down for a little while. All right. And I think it was about a good, let's see, I stayed like more 10, 15 minutes to have a conversation to get to know her a little bit more. Okay, since I am this stranger in the middle. And I want to feel okay, get to know me a little more, since I'm being, I don't know what the hell I was, just learning something. And just the monkey in the middle by accident, like fate, something. And the girl didn't want the food that was on the stove. Apparently she wasn't home. She went right back to the jar to grab some more stuff. And the cookies stayed on the floor with the wrapper. I picked it up and put it on the table where it belonged. And the mother's, this food is everywhere. Not a mess, but kids do that. They grab something, put it down, grab something, put it down. This is what they do. They have short attention span. Yes, I know it all. And so I go, this time I walk in the kitchen and she's like, you like it? And she was pointing to the stove pot. She was cooking something. I don't know what she was cooking. Some kind of stew or something. But yeah, I guess when she's on a rush, there's some fast food. So it's not like she can't do it. Anyway, I look in the drawer of where the girl kept pulling stuff out of. Nothing but junk food, ladies and gentlemen. Neil, just junk. I'm like, just junk. It's not like she wasn't eating food, because there was some, again, McDonald's wrappers and some nugget boxes, and yeah, real McDonald's. Yeah, the McDonald's fries and everything. It was sitting on the counter, but there was candy next to the cookies that she pulled out of the jar, and I'm looking at it. And this time she grabbed some candy out of there. And this time I stopped her, and the mom was like, okay, it's cool. You know, he's like, okay, you know, you should be my baby's daddy. But no, I'm like, no, I just comply with myself, right? I got to practice what I preach. I'm not going to sit up here and teach you about family, children, love, spirituality, health, and red pill and all that. If I can't practice it in my real world, I do it. So she grabs a wad of candy this time, and I played a game with her. You know, just play again, because she was going to have a fit. She was getting ready to just fight now, because I'm grabbing her a wad of crack, because that's what I call sugar. Sugar is crack. Okay? And so I grab it this time, and I close the drawer, right? And I play the game with her, like try to figure out what hand is the candy in, because she was getting ready to have a fit with it. I said, I'll give it to you, but wait. I'll give it to you, but wait. And the mom's just smiling like, okay, what kind of trick is he playing this one?
the trick to get the candy, the crack away from her without her knowing that I'm taking the crack away from her. Yes, absolutely. Without her getting mad and having a fit. I want it. Give me my candy. So yeah, I finagled it away from her eventually and started, I pulled out my cell phone and I took a picture of the wall. And I said, look at this wall. Look at this. And she started looking at the cell phone, looked at the wall. I took the candy and I put it back in the drawer where she wasn't looking. And I put my hand on her forehead and said, look at your forehead. You got a big forehead. And I cut the phone off and put it back in my back pocket. She never knew the ledger. She never knew what happened to her. She didn't know what hit her. Candy's gone. Then she go into the room and she started grabbing her Barbie dolls. I won. Victorious. Simple as that. And the mother was just smiling and laughing at the same time. She's like, oh, you're just so good with kids. I'm like, oh, well, no, I just don't want them to be unhealthy like what you're doing. I didn't want to tell her that, but I explained to her that the candy wasn't good. That's not good for her to be eating candy like that. And so to make this, shorten up this story, because there's going to be a little bit more to this. I said, well, if you need any help, just give me a call and, we keep in contact. And I'm here every now and then. Take care of the little girl for me. And before that happened, I asked her about her relationship and boyfriend and, her being about it. So that's when she told me how old she was and all that kind of jargon, right? The typical things when you meet people. And I was like, well, by walking out of the place after leaving, of course, I got all the information I needed. Single mom, 39, 40 years old, and husband, boyfriend, never married, barely even around. She has another daughter who don't have a father either. And her daughter's working to support her. Terrible. Just listen, I'm not going to get into that. I made an audio about that. The audio was called, let's see, what Daughters. There was I can't think of the name of it, but I made an audio. I do have it. You got to search. It's Children Don't Have a Chance. I think it's in Children Don't Have a Chance audio that I made. In that I talk about how the daughters and the sons are supporting the single mom. The daughters go get a job to support the mom because the mom can't support herself. The daughter was just 18 years old working. Yes. Yep. Yes. True. And you have 17, 18-year-old boys who have to go get a job and support their single mother because their mother can't keep a husband or a boyfriend. Oh, Morpheus, shame on you talking like this. Morpheus, why would you? Yeah, I did. And so I got the full picture and I walked away like I need to hurry up and run away from her as fast as possible. I got all my information now. Okay, real life stuff. This is real. Red pill is real. Like, yeah, God dang it. These single mothers out here. There's too many of them. I see these kids are being raised up bad because of it. No father around. So it notches up just a little bit. Because I'm going to take you to the next chapter and the final chapter of this. So bear with me. The continuation of this had a very interesting turn of events. So that very day, as I left to go to my car, my Lexus out there, it was a bit of a stretch. Quite a bit of a stretch. Actually, she has a pretty long yard. It's pretty much enough running room. And as I go to the car, I hear a voice behind me. I hear the mother yell the girl's name. So and so, get back here. And I'm thinking, oh shoot. Oh, what happened now? So I turn around and see the girl creeping towards me. She wasn't close to me. She was like where the fence was, and she was creeping towards me with a smile on her face, a mischievous smile that she knows she's in trouble. Kids, see, I keep telling you kids aren't stupid. Most times we think kids are just, what do you call that? Innocent. They are to a degree, but they're innocent to the point where they know when they're doing wrong and they do it because they can get away with it. And they have I'm going to get away with crime on their face, and I don't care what you do about the situation because you never do anything about it. So it's a kind of quirky smirk she had on her face. And the mother, I seen her creeping around the corner where you can see the door where the door was open. That ended where the house was, and she started walking down the porch and walking towards her pretty, really fast. And the daughter turned around and looked at her, and Neil, you know what happened from there. The girl said, "Oh, fun time. Let's play chase. Let's play tag. Tag, you're it." And there she go, off to the races, running towards the street once again. Then she see me chasing her, and she goes the opposite direction. And then, whoop, here I go. I catch her and grab her. Walk back up to her mom. And of course, I had to, what can I say? I had to build a lock on her door, which is very high up. It's high up away from the daughter where the daughter can't actually reach it. So now she's not going to be leaving the house like that for safety reasons and because I'm a man. See what happens when men are around, we think like that. She had troubles with it. She couldn't reach the top of the door, and she's not a maintenance lady, and she don't have a man in the house. So I suggested a lock at the top for her and installed it. Okay. It wasn't that very night. It was the same time it was another day when I came back around. Now, let's go ahead and end this by saying this happened several times where the daughter continued to act like this. And I still want to put my finger on it, do my analysis, figure out what's going on, not to solve her problem, but to figure out how the situation can be. I guess it's almost the same thing, but to fix the situation and prevent this from happening and bring awareness to the mom and bring awareness to you who are parents, you who have children who have parents. That means kids who get, have children at a young age when they're like 18, 19, 20, something like that. It's too young, but they do it anyway because they think it's the fab. Okay, maybe they need to understand this thing, and probably you with your 14, 15-year-old child who think that they're grown, but they're still a kid with a bag of Doritos and some ho-ho donuts and sugar candies, Sour Patches or something like that. Okay, I figured out, and I already told you in the beginning, and probably it was insinuating or sort of not so discreet with the title, sugar. The whole time that she's been having trouble with her child, besides the child running circles around her, sugar. Simply sugar. Sugar is crack for children. Sugar will make them so energetic. They're already energetic as it is. Look at it like this. Imagine this child's already energetic, or an individual is already have potential to be immature, to need to learn their environment and themselves. So when you add a little drug to it, now you're asking for trouble. Now this girl's body isn't that big. It's pretty much a small body. So when you add sugar to a child that small, 5, 6 years old, she can eat sugar any time of day. She don't have a food regimen where it's like breakfast, lunch or dinner or something like that. It's just willy-nilly. Whenever she wants to eat something, she go grab a piece of candy. There's boxes of cookies laying everywhere. And anytime she wanted, she eat it any time of day. She's not going to want to eat. That's what my female friend told me. She didn't want to eat all day. Of course she don't want to eat. She wants her Oreos and her chocolate chip cookies. And this right here, not only is it damaging because sugar is crack for kids and for adults. You're not excluded. Crack is for you too. I'm not going to start on you. I have audio for you. Okay, a lot of you got to have your sugar in every damn thing. You're a crackhead and don't know it. Yeah, I said it. You're an adult crackhead and you don't know it because you keep putting sugar in your mouth. Your body don't need sugar. It generates its own form of sugar. It generates its own form of dopamine. Let me stop. I better stop because I'm going to start offending some of y'all because you're too immature to take this type of information. You can't handle it because you'd be the first one in the back of your Jeep. Man, that's some good stuff, man. Ooh, pass it for me. Pass it to me. You be the first one. And then you get mad at somebody like me who tells you, you know who you really are? Let me stop because some of y'all, let me stop. So, here's the thing. Y'all don't like it, but I'm going to tell you like it is. A lot of those habits started when you was a kid. You didn't know that, did you? A lot of habits with sugars with some of the drugs you have to take and the dependency that you have in your adult. It happens here. It happens here. You don't know it happens here. And you're addicted to this sugary stuff. You're addicted to colors. Why do you think when you go into a grocery store, one of your what do you call that? Your food stops, your gas stations. Why do you think sugar is all the way in the front? I know what type of town I'm in. When I go into the gas station, in the first 3 rows I see is Doritos, cookies, candies, chips, jelly beans, flippy flappies, sour patches, Cheetos, corn chips. I'm just looking at like, oh, this is a crack house here. Seriously. No, seriously. Seriously. It's a crack house. I'm like, what are you trying to do to my people? What are you trying to do to me? And here I am going in there looking for something healthy. And all I got is like 1 or 2 different things healthy. Everything else is bogged down with sugar and salt because y'all adults never grew up from this syndrome that the little girl was going through. She's good by heart. Children aren't necessarily disobedient, but when you add crack in their diet, they're going to run circles around you. Do you understand, Mom? They are going to go quick. They don't need that stuff in their diet. Children can generate their own form of sugar. They are a walking sugar cane. They're young enough. This little 6-year-old girl don't need sugar. That's the last thing she needs. She needs vegetables. She needs soup. If you want to mix up, there's some foods that already have a small trace amount of sugar and it's good enough. There's some almonds as well, have a small trace amount of sugar, good enough. If you really want your child to be healthy, you say, oh, well, let me see what I can do. What type of snacks I can give this baby or my child without them going crazy and thinking I'm just taking everything from them. There's plenty of health foods that have just a little trace of sugar until you get down to 0 sugar. And give them something that's going to taste really tart. Give them a broccoli or some carrots. Carrots is pretty good too. But if you notice, when you eat a carrot, it seemed like there's some traces of sugar in carrots. It may not be. I don't know. I didn't go that far to evaluate, but I do know that for a healthy snack during the day, instead of going for a bag of cookies, you'll find me eating a bag of carrots raw. You make me happy. You go to the store below. Let me give Morpheus a treat. What can I get him? Okay, just go give me a bag of carrots and I'll smile at you. Thank you. Appreciate it, bro or sister. I'll be happy. I'll take it. I'll rinse it off and eat it. Just like that. And you say, how does this happen? Because I've learned how to change my diet, change my reality. And I've learned that the food that you usually eat is drugs. They are drugs. And that's what these kids are dealing with. And a lot of time, don't you understand? Something came to my mind, FDA, Food and Drug Administration. A lot of times, do you know that half of America, I'm just going to say half of America, is full of single mothers today, especially in some cultures, full of single mothers who say, I'm independent, I don't need a man, I can do it all by myself. And they get in this situation or by accident or because she fleeces her boyfriend or husband and she thinks she can raise the child by her own. Hello to the new consumer, because the consumer is not men. The whole idea is to make women consumer. One of these days, I keep saying I want to have a women's convention. And it's not to down women. It's to say, listen, women, there's you are used. You're used. Now, how much more always angry about talking about, oh, men just come in, they just want to pump and dump me. Men just want to abuse me. No. The worst of it, it's not these men out here who's really getting you. The industry is getting you around your world. Corporations' jobs are making you their personal pocketbook because you want to buy. Do you understand? And then you're going to buy for your child. Then you're going to make your child sick because you don't understand what I'm talking about and you don't have the time to. You just don't have the time. When you have to provide for your child, it's stressful. I told you that's why I went over there. I seen it. That's why I went over there to evaluate the situation. She was struggling and I could see it in her face. I could see the dark rims around her eyes and I'm taking notes at the same time. See, when men and women come together, it's not all about, oh, we getting ready to do something. No. There's some real people. There's some real people in men out there like myself. Too bad it's not too many men like me, but there is some out there. I'm not trying to get in your undies. I'm trying to understand what you're going through. I'm trying to figure this thing out. I got to get my information in one form or another. And when I do that, now that I am a professor here in this academy for you, it's even more of an initiative to go out there in the real world and tell you about what's really going on. It's real when men say there is a lot of struggling single mothers. That's real. And the worst part about a struggling single mother is not her personal life. It's what the children have to go through. Because this sugar the child is going through, it's going to be a long time before she's able to rehabilitate from it, to go through rehab from the situation. By the time she realized just how many teeth, that's another thing. When the girl smiled at me, and she yelled when she smiled at me, she had opened up her mouth and said something. She had so many cavities, a couple in the back, some in the front. I'm thinking, oh, these kids, the girl's nothing but 6 years old. What is she doing with cavities already? Yeah, we know that her teeth is soft and the enamel isn't so strong as it needs to be because she's still 6 years old, and they're gonna lose some teeth before they grow some adult ones, before they start growing in new pairs of teeth that they're going to have for a long time. But they should not be having cavities so soon. These cavities aren't natural. It's there because of the sugar that they are being introduced to too soon. That's like acid on their teeth. It's like acid. You know, full God well, watch my language. You are not going to take your too busy, I'm independent, PhD, I don't have time for a man, nor myself, are to smell the roses and face reality in the bathroom with your boy or son and sit there for 15 to 20 minutes and help them brush their God-given teeth. Get the Fallujah out of here. Get the Fallujah out. You don't have patience. Single mothers don't even have patience to realize they're a single mother. How in the world are you going to realize that this child of yours, this little bitty human being, need intensive attention and aggressive love? What I mean by aggressive, you are there to administer all the vital things this child needs and keep negative food away from this child. There's no way. 2 and 2 started, listen, the math started coming in place. The logic started falling in line. And I'm like, okay, bad teeth. The girl don't want to sit down. She's hardly everywhere. She bit that girl, her friend that was babysitting her. The other mother couldn't handle her. She was running everywhere. Even if the mother tried to tell her what to do, she don't want to listen. She have a smirk. She seemed mischievous. She'll run out the door anyway. Oh yeah, you made a crackhead child. Yes, you did. It's legal. It's legal crack. It's called sugar. Yes. Right underneath right in your cabinet. And you're like, oh, well, that keeps my daughter quiet. You're a dummy. That's going to wild her up. Give her about 5 or 10 minutes and her eyes are going to be glowing black, brown, purple, or blue. And then she's up causing hell in your house. You see, mothers don't understand. Y'all just don't get it. What y'all do. This is what y'all do. You go to the gas station and you go get a slushie. A Mountain Dew or a blue or yellow slushie. And you'll drink some of it and you say, here you go, baby. We can have some of this amalgamated high fructose corn syrup, food coloring, sickening, tap nasty, fluoride water, and sugar diabetes to your child. And then you'll sit there and bring your child home after you lace it, strap it down in your so-called car seat, while you driving like a bat out of hell in traffic because you stressed out, frustrated because you got to get up early in the morning after working an 8, 9, or 10-hour shift. Go right back to your other husband, which is your corporation or your job. And then you at home frustrated trying to get your child together because your child don't want to listen to you because the child don't want to sit down and do what you tell it to do. So now you yelling, I told you to go up there, do you? I told you to do that. Why are you sitting there? Why are you running against the wall with your face first? Why are you playing with the dishes? I told you to wash the dishes. No, she's on drugs, ma'am. Do you not understand? She's on drugs. She's not going to listen to you. You don't even listen to yourself. Lord have mercy. Do I got to spell it on the wall? You made a crackhead, a sugar baby. She don't listen to hell to you.
Of course you're gonna have problems, especially when she's a teenager. Oh Lord. Oh man. I need some anointing. Oh man, I need some anointing oil now. Pastor, help me. I need some prayer. Somebody, where's my rosary? Oh Heavenly Father. Let's pray together. Oh, oh. Now they really like, I don't want to hear. Please listen to that audio that I just made. That I told you, children don't have a chance. You need to check that out. And I think I have another one. I can't really think of what the title is right now, but I do have 2 or 3 of them that describes this stuff. And they have money now. Now they're still going around the house grabbing. They're doing the same thing they did when they were 6 years old. They're grabbing food out of the refrigerator. This time, now they can really put some stuff together. Cookies with some peanut butter and jelly stuff. Mountain Dew. Now they can go to the fountain themselves now. Now, okay, you fed them crack when they were 6 years old. Now they're going to the crack themselves. Oh, Mom, I want a Mountain Dew slushie. Can I have it? Oh, I'm going to the lollipop aisle. Son, why are you eating that? Oh, I don't care. This is what I eat. Okay, just don't spill anything in the back seat while they're eating Cheetos and junk. Colorful poison. And you're sitting there thinking, oh, I'm a really good mom. Or for some of you, blue pill beta. Thanks to Jesse. Dad. Yeah, I always got to use that from Jesse. It just sounds so good. It's perfect. I was like, beta, because that's what y'all are. Saying, okay, this is what it's going to get my 15-year-old son quiet. He's 15, so he's almost an adult, so he can eat whatever he want to eat. Well, Mr. Bozo, no. Let me slow down. Let me pump the brakes here. Let me pump the brakes to this Porsche before I run into something or somebody. This is not going to feel good right here, but I'm going to tell you like it is. Like a brother and like a friend. A friend, listen, a friend will tell you the truth. Just, okay, call me your friend right now. I'm your friend. I'm going to tell you the truth. You got me? I am your friend. Friends tell you the truth, and I'm going to tell you the truth. Listen up, wired up human being of a person. First of all, you're going to be a mommy and a daddy probably for the rest of your life. So there's no limit to it. Let's get real with that. 18 and 19 years old don't mean they stop being your children. They're still your children when they're 30, 40 some years. You're still mommy and daddy, regardless of what you think in your modern day, selfish, I take care of myself, lazy, disconnected lifestyle, whether you like it or not. And here's your shingle law. As long as that child is in your house on your payroll, using your electricity, eating your food, wiring up your rent, using your Wi-Fi, drinking your water, running up your sewage bill, you are still responsible to tell that child what they need to do in your house, which is your castle. And they better damn well do it because you are the boss. And what you tell them is either you do what you need to do under my house if you don't want to do what you need to do, or what I need you to do, or what you are supposed to do. You can do that somewhere else, not in my house. Do you understand? Under my house, you're going to eat and do what you're supposed to do because I care about your health. Don't bring that nasty filth in here and put it in my refrigerator. And I don't want you I don't want to even catch your fingers to be yellow. I don't want to smell Doritos in your room. If I smell some Doritos, we're going to be dancing in the hallway to some Sinatra. Okay. You understand? Are y'all getting my drift? Don't sit here and talk about, well, my child's 17 and I can't say nothing to my child. Is your child in your house, Mr. Dodo? Yes. My child lives with me. Then you got full sovereignty and power. How are you going to be a peon and a beta in your own house? You better grow some balls and tell this boy to get his life together. Unless you're the child and your child is the father, which is happening too common in this soft America that we have today. That's from a friend to another friend, you, Neo. Talking about, I can't tell my child what to do. My child's 13 years old. They never listen to me. They can get what they want. You know what y'all do? Ooh, I'm going to stop. I got to stop here. Let me stop. I'm going to finish off with this. Okay, let me get back to the subject. I'm going to finish off with this.
Y'all will do the same. Y'all, okay, y'all doing the same thing as this lady I was talking about. You're doing the same thing. And I'm going to tell you how. When she's sitting there and she lets her daughter run around the house and grab any food she wants to, and she got a candy jar, she can go to that candy jar, get out cookies, candy, lollipops, anything she damn well free, just free will to do anything, put anything in her mouth when she feel like it and get fat, sick, and become your favorite dope fiend that you say you love. When you're in your home, if you're 32, you're 40, you're 20, I don't care how old you are. A child to me, if you're thinking the way that I'm getting ready to explain to you, and your child is 13 or 14, 15, and you'll say, well, I don't have to tell my daughter or my son what to do. They know how to go in the refrigerator and cook whatever that they want for themselves. That's what y'all say. They know how to do this for themselves. They know how to brush their own teeth. I don't have to do anything but just go home from work and just let them. I don't even have to be at home. They can watch the youngest child. Yeah, I know y'all do it. I see it all the damn time. And not once are you sitting there watching what they're eating, but you call yourself a parent and you love them. No, you don't. Get the cakewalk out of here. You should be watching what they eat, because when they get sick and they get out of whack, it's because you're doing the same thing as that lady is doing, turning your back on the river. When you turn your back on the river, it's going to come and catch you. As long as that child is in your custody, you are the guardian and they are in your house, you are damn well responsible. Don't give me your BS talking about, oh, they're too old, I don't have to tell them nothing. She's 18. He could be 22 freaking years old. He's still in your house. You're the boss. Grow some testicles and act like you got some sense. If that's the case, you shouldn't have never had a child to begin with, because you're not compatible for logic nor your sense of responsibility. Let me stop. Let me stop right here. Y'all get my drift. This pees me off. No, I'm not angry. I'm passionate, because this is the majority of them. In my single years as a masculine male, in my journey here in America, that's all I ever see is a parent sitting there twirling their thumb, watching the next generation. Let me give you something. Go through your comment. I got some proof for you. Go through your comment sections and some of your favorite YouTube lectures and providers. Go to people who are red pill, MGTOW, are talking about reality and relationships and stuff like that. Women and men sites. Go to every last one of them. Go through the list of people who will say this. They will say, it's a shame that my mother or my father never taught us this. You think it's just limited to talking about relationships and marriages? No. This is life lessons that your parents or you will sit there and just say, well, my responsibility is to get up in the morning, I pay the bills, and I come home, I got so much to do. I got 2 grown kids in the house, and just, I don't have to tell them what to do. They're responsible. They have to take care of yourself. They have to take care of themselves. I don't have to tell them anything. That's your excuse. And you are no different than any deadbeat mom or dad who's talking about, oh, well, I'm just, who am I to tell them what to do? They're getting grown. My son's getting tall. He's taller than me. I ain't got to tell them nothing. They're in your God-given house. That's the difference between me and you. That's the difference between alpha and a beta. A beta, it would do what you do. And, well, they're 16 years old. They know how to wash their own shoulders. They know how to brush their own teeth. They know how to make their own dinner. They know how to cook their own food. You should be walking in the... An alpha? Me? Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, you can do all that by yourself, daughter or son. Yeah. I'm going to let you do what you do, but I'm going to watch you. I'm going to go in the kitchen and see what you're putting on your plate. Yeah, I sure will. And I'm going to tell you what's sick for you. I'm going to tell you what's going to kill you and hurt you. Absolutely. Should you? No. Listen. I'm going to tell you exactly what you don't brush your teeth. I'm going to say your breath is foul. And if you want to keep your teeth for a long time, you better take your back in the bathroom and brush your teeth. Simple as that. Come over here. Let me smell your breath. Y'all don't do that. Y'all go. Some of that breath is gonna keep you from going to work that morning. You pass out. My God, what the you eat? No. You be like, did you brush your teeth? Did you wash up? Did you read your books? What are you eating today? What'd you eat for lunch? You know, just seldom. It don't have to be all aggressive. It's not about aggressive. You'll say, this is going to hurt you, son or daughter. This is no good for you, son or daughter. And they'd be like, how do you know? Well, because of, and so you'll be surprised. Teenagers, kids listen. They will damn well remember. They will remember. And if you tell them the truth, you can scare the life out of them on accident. By telling them the truth. Tell the truth and shame the devil. They will think about it. When I was a child, somebody told me, I was 12 years old. Funny story. They said, Morpheus, be careful of drinking of using too much ketchup. You might turn pink. Yeah, that's what they said. And you know what? I believed them. I mean, I was 12 years old. I believed them. I really did. I thought if I used too much ketchup, I would turn pink. So what? I mean, it was a good thing, even though they lied, but it kept me from using a lot of ketchup, a lot of nasty vinegar in it. Oh man, I'm glad, because now that you read the ingredients on some of this ketchup, oh, whoa. He said, Morpheus, you attacking ketchup now. Yeah, I never use it. Yeah. Last time I used ketchup, I was about 12 years old. Yeah. I don't eat that junk, ketchup, condiments, junk food. It may be good for you, but once you put the condiments, excuse me, on your condiments on your food, okay, you destroy it. Now it's no longer healthy. You get sick by the condiments itself. Mustard, ketchup, and all. No, you don't eat that junk. Just eat it. I gotta lace it down. I gotta have this on chili on top of my hot dog. Why? Just eat it. Anyway, let's get off that subject. Okay. So the trick is, okay, you can still monitor and teach your child. You're going to always teach them, and you have more of a close proximity when they live in your house. So this excuse talking about, oh, they're 8, they can do it themselves. They're 12, they can do it themselves. They're 19, they can do it themselves. Hell, they be 23. My only question ever, all the time, I can care less about how old they are. I will ask you one question. Do they live with you? If you say no, okay, then you can just pick up the phone and call and do your little distance thing and check up on them. This is what typical parents do. Of course, the power is not in your hands, but when they're in your house, they're in your castle. They're in your hospital, doctor. So you have the responsibility to say, well, you know, in here, we don't drink tap water. In my house, we don't eat like that. Don't be bringing no pigs in here. Don't be bringing Don't bring, no. If they ask you why, you tell them why. So if they decide to go down that road anyway, and they get sick when they're 12 years old, 16, 13, and they grow up to be 25, and they find this information, they find Morpheus's audio empowerment, they're not going to be pissed off on you and put a comment down there like some of these adults and say, I wish my mom and dad would have raised me up to tell me that. How in the dumb, podunk, backwards, broken, crusty, dip down, undrivable road can you as an adult not expel, not share, not endow, not invest what you know in your own child and make an excuse because you can't, no, because you don't want to, because you love yourself? Then why have your child? Go ahead and give them the keys in your wallet. Let them run you, since you're talking about, well, I can't tell them nothing. Well, go ahead. You'll call them dad when they walk in the house then. Oh, I got another audio. This audio is called My Son is Dad. Oh, y'all need to check that one out. Whoa. If you want some hot fire, you need to listen to that. That one is, whoa. Woo, boy, y'all gonna hate me after that one. I'm gonna have to run to a different state. Y'all not gonna like me listening to that one. I cut it up for real. over there, act the fool. And I got another I'm going to give you where I'm really going to act the fool in that one. Okay. And tell you the truth like a friend. So the real sugar baby, okay, it doesn't end. This is terrible. This is terrible. And not on, see, the reason why I'm picking on the girl is because this girl, same thing that you doing when she's a child, can get anything she wants to. Here's your sugar, baby. Here you go. Here's your cookies. Oh, you're such a cute little girl. Do whatever you want to. I'm not going to sit here and chastise you. And she grows up, same thing. I can get anything I want. Okay, yeah. Prize, gifts, prizes. Start growing up. Boys start chasing after her. Oh, you want this? I'll give you extra Valentine cards for Valentine's Day. She starts getting praised, lifted up, honored. Don't have to lift a finger because nobody and you is telling her she can't have it. She's going to say, I can because I'm used to having it since I was 6 years old. Where's my candy? Now things start getting serious as she start aging even more and saying, well, just like my mommy and my daddy and others who came around and gave me everything. And here comes your even more thicker sugar daddy, sell my body type of ideology or activities. Sugar baby. It's sugar in a different way, but it's still another way for her to get what she wants. And she still, just like the sugar when she was a child that was no good for her, now she's doing a sugar baby, which really isn't no good for her because it's going to mess up her SMV, sexual market value. Because the guys who's going to come back after her are going to ask her, how much candy have you been eating? How much sugar have you been taking? How much of a crackhead are you? And she's going to say, or they're going to find out that her body count, depending on what type of sugar daddy she's been messing with, is too much. So by then she's deteriorating. She have no more teeth to grab onto the relationship. She's done. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you, absent dad. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Because she don't know what she's doing to herself. But guess what? Guess what, Mom and Dad? You do. Therefore, survey says you are the weakest link. You are the problem. Because it starts right there. Take that sugar and dump it out. Replace it with some water and something that's just plain and tart. Start doing it with yourself. If you drink coffee with sugar and cream, take the sugar and cream and get that away. Stop the stuff. Quit it. I had to do this myself. When I started going down the path of cleansing myself, and I used to have my man, listen carefully. I can tell you some stories about some coffee. You understand me. You want to talk about somebody who made sure my coffee was off the charts. Okay, I thank the heavens I didn't get sugar diabetes with how sweet my coffee was. And I had a sugar rush just drinking that. Forget about the caffeine in it. Just the sugar and the cream alone did my day. And I'm sitting here woozy. I'm walking around places high and don't know it. Yeah. Yes. Listen. I'm walking around on drugs, a crackhead, and don't know it. Didn't know it. I'm sitting there feeling good and smiling at everybody, doing dumb stuff, chasing women and like, what's going on with him? I'm just energetic, man. I'm powerful today. Yeah, no, I'm a crackhead. I'm on something that should not be in my blood right now. That sugar stuff and cream and milk from a cow. So what I started doing, slowly getting rid of the sugar, and getting rid of the creamer as well, to the point where there was none in it. Yes, it was nasty as whoa. Yeah, just plain black coffee, really? Woo! If that don't do it for you, whoa. But you know what? It worked. And then from there, with this coffee that with no sugar, plain as. But what's this stuff? Battery acid? What are you drinking, Morpheus? But I was okay for a while. Nothing. Just hot water, coffee, done. Leave me alone. Then I start switching things over to organic coffee. Oh yeah, body's getting better. Winging down on the dope fiend, doing my own administration to the point where I started getting rid of the coffee too. Look at that. The caffeine started disappearing. Are you listening, Neo? To just a couple of drops in this big cup of hot water, you can barely even taste the coffee. It's just like brown water. Like, what are you drinking, man? What is this? It's like dirty water. To the point where no caffeine at all. Just plain water. To healthier stuff like teas, herbs. And here we go. You got me? That's the same as what we can do for our kids. It's the same thing. They're not going to like it at first. Start taking that crack away. Give them some substance. Something else. Giving them Doritos and Cheetos and corn chips and stuff like that. You know, oh, this is good for you. Hot. They even got hot and spicy corn chips. If the regular is not good enough for you. Like, are you out of your mind? And there they go with red fingers. Don't you let me stop because this lesson's going too long. How dumb and crazy do it look? Your little 8-year-old or whoever teenager standing there with red fingers and a red tongue. I'd be like, that's telling you right. What are you eating? That's no healthy food. Don't look like that. No, real food do not look like that. It's not gonna make your fingers all red unless it's blood from a raw animal, something like that. But most times it's gonna be like water from real plants or something like that. You ain't got no stuff on the side of your mouth. A red tongue. What's that? And you sitting there just on your cell phone, driving your whatever you driving, your Cadillac or your funny car, your self-driving car, because you don't know how to drive it yourself, nor your family. And you sitting there thinking you cool while your children sickening themselves, and you call yourself smart. I love my child, but I don't care. Let them be the next person who's going to be sick in the future. Overweight, obese, stink. But I care about them. But, ooh, let me stop. I got to stop because this is getting out of control here. This is getting out of, you will be the first one when your child is sick to be, let me stop. Y'all ain't getting this. Y'all don't know Morpheus is serious about this. Y'all just don't get it. You'll be the first one talking about my baby is sick. I don't know. This Dr. Butterhill, my baby. Yeah, but you was the dealer. Get the Sasquatch out of here. You was the dealer. You was the one that put that. Let me stop. I'm gonna quit. That put that animal dropping on their plate and talking about, well, that's all I can afford. You better go call the Colligan man. I should go get Roto-Rooter because you be the first one to scream bloody murder, but you watch your child from the age 6 on up eat crap. And then now you want to worry about your child's health as soon as let me stop. Now, maybe I changed my mind with the seminar. Y'all ain't gonna like me. No, it's gonna be canceled. I can see it right now. It's gonna be canceled. It's gonna be no, I'll be target number 1 because I'm not gonna hold back. I'll be target number 1 because y'all no way. But y'all be, don't you see on your phone? Do you not read comments? You know what comments is? When you read comments down there with people who are doing lectures, don't you read what they say? They say, I wish someone told me. And you know who that someone usually is? It's not going to be just their pulpit pastor or their babysitting teacher or their sidewinding professor dodging bullets to try to prepare the right words to program you. No, it's usually that person who was with the child for 18 to 19 something years. That's the longest professor, teacher, leader that you ever had in your house and in your life for 18 damn years. Whose fault is it? You want to cast the blame on everybody else. Well, we got change and I heard somebody the other day. Let me stop this because we're going too long. I heard somebody the other day. He said this.
He said, well, I can't stand it when people try to talk about how they was raised and use that as a predestination and problem why they can't get over things. Do you not understand, Jim? 18 years is a trauma. You have to unwrite and unprogram yourself. It takes a while to cleanse yourself from your mom or your father's tyranny. Do you not understand? It's not easy. You can't snap your finger and everything's going to be better. This isn't the perfect world, nor is it the perfect time, nor has it ever been. You need therapy to get rid of some of that stuff. You got to recreate yourself from what your parents have done to you. Or if they wasn't there, you still got to recreate yourself. If you was born with a stepmother or a stepfather or your grandfather, your grandma. It takes time to understand that you've been bamboozled. People don't really get the drift until they're about 30 years old. Then they start reflecting on their past and saying, wait, pump this train and stop it. I was told when I was 12 years old that. Now I'm realizing that wasn't true at all. What the bejesus? And they start reflecting and getting the memo, but a little late in life. They already had like 2 kids, wasted their time, drank too much, smoked too much, partied up too much, and now they're stuck because the person who had the gym, the power, and the leadership was there with them for 18 years and did nothing but poured some ranch sauce or some dressing outside and slipped on it on their ass. And then you're the first one talking about, oh, that's my baby. No, that's your creation, not your baby, your creation. That just wild me up. That winds me up. You hear it all the time. That girl be 18 years old. You got this 30 to 40-year-old man talking about, well, she can do what she want to do. She's grown already. I can't tell her nothing. So all of a sudden, you're not the father? Wait, whoa. Wait. Lord have mercy. All of a sudden, you're not the father? So she turned 18 years old and your responsibility is done. You know what? Just shut up. Just listen. Just shut up, please. I'm trying to be nice. I'm really, just shut up. Just don't say nothing. If somebody asks you, just say something. Just think about it before it comes out of your mouth. She's still your daughter. You still have a say. You can still say, baby, you should not do that because it's going to do this. Because after she's 18 and she turned 32 and she start getting some knowledge, she's going to turn back and say, well, damn, it would have been nice if somebody said something about this. But no, you want to tuck your tail between your legs and your testicles and act like a female and walk away from the situation. I'm not bashing females. I'm talking about him. Want to act like a little girl, put his chest in, beta. You still need to be a guiding light and tell them what the hell it is, whether they like it or not. Therefore, when they get 32 years old and they look behind, they can say, well, somebody did tell me I was just stupid enough to ignore them. No excuse. But when you don't open up your God-given mouth, you give them an excuse. And so it is, no matter what, it takes people a long time to recover from their trauma and their problems. It takes them a long time to heal. Yes, your upbringing has a big effect on your future, no matter how old you are. Some people carry things from 6 years old all the way to their 40-something years old and never recover from it. Or it takes them a long time to just break the ice. Because nobody can bring them to the water and make them drink. They got to want to do it for themselves. But it takes even longer when we have guardians or so-called adults who are sickening these kids and not thinking twice about it. Morpheus is not about BS. I'm about life, health, and your spiritual freedom.
That's why I seem serious all the time. Even though I joke a little bit, I'm serious about this stuff because I think of these time goes fast. And you may have been one of those ones. Man, I wish they had told me this years ago. Yeah, but you're doing the same thing to your own kids. Bozo beta. Nonsense. Yeah, I preach. This is my way of preaching. If you're scared, go to church. If I'm preaching too much, go to your pastor so he can soften things up for you and lie to you and tell you everything's going to be okay. Just pray about it. I'm going to tell you to be about it. There ain't no God over here. There's action over here. You are God. I make you responsible. This is Leon C, aka Morpheus. You have got a sugar pill of a red pill. My version of red pill. May not be nobody else's, but it's mine. It is still considered an awakening. Like it, share it, subscribe it. Oh, this is too much for a lot of you. That's why some of you don't like it. Too bad. That's your problem. Tell it like it is. You don't like the truth. The truth hurts. So you forget to like it and you walk away. Sad. It's just a reflection on the quality of the generation that we are in today. That's not my problem. It's yours. I got more coming for you in just a little bit.